Hello, hi everyone. How are you? My name is Cheryl Horvath, and thanks so much for stopping by my channel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Woodinville, Washington, and today I have a fun video for you that's going to showcase a particular suite that's in our new catalog, our new annual catalog. And so I'm going to show you all the products that come with this particular suite and show you a fun card that I made for my paper pumpkin customers. Um, if you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it is a kit in a box that comes to you every month. You can subscribe. You can pause your subscription, start it, cancel it anytime with no cancellation fees or no penalties. But you don't want to do that because these kits are so fun. I so look forward to my kits every month. In fact, I order like 2 or 3. Um, because I can't get enough. So at any rate, sometimes Paper Pumpkin adds a what they call an add-on to the actual subscription. And so this particular month, the add-on was a little set of dies. So it looks like this, and you purchase these in addition to your monthly subscription. So I think these were $6. And what I like to do for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers as a little reward, as a thank you, I'll oftentimes buy those add-ons for them and pop them in the mail, and then they have them when they build their kit. Now I have a handful of customers that we Zoom together every month also. And so we pick a date that works for us, and we all get on Zoom together, and we go through the kit. And I've usually had an opportunity to go through my kit and kind of make a test set of cards. I also like to make some alternative designs. So yeah, every month we get on Zoom together and spend about 2 hours just crafting. And it's in the evening. It's usually a weeknight. But we have a great time and we look forward to it. So this month, the card that I'm going to show you is based around being able to tuck this little add-on into the card and put it in the mail to them. So I made this really adorable card using the Inked Botanicals Suite Collection. Now, I should probably just turn my camera down so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is on page 94. I'll get some of these things out of the way here. And you can either get it as the Suite Collection, which is $80.75, or you can buy just the bundle, which is the stamp set, and it comes with these 2 punches. Love a punch. I'm a huge punch fan. I have 2 Stampin' Storage cases of punches, almost all the way full, so I love my punches. If you buy the suite, it comes with the designer paper, the ribbon, which I can grab. I haven't used the ribbon yet. I didn't use this ribbon on this card, but it's really pretty. Actually, maybe I will switch it up. Wait, anybody else have a hard time getting these plastic things off the ribbon? So this is the ribbon. Very pretty. It's a Lost Lagoon color, which is one of the new colors that came out with a new catalog. Oh yeah. It has a great little bow. So there's the ribbon that comes with it. And then the paper is 6x6. Guys, this is gorgeous paper. The website doesn't do it justice, and the catalog really doesn't do it justice. But if you look, you get 48 sheets of this paper with 24 designs. So they're double-sided. And let me just walk through the designs with you a little bit, because I think you're going to be surprised how pretty these are. And I think that because of the colors they used, it's going to go all year long. So it's Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Lost Lagoon, and Pool Party. That could work for spring. Could also be really great for fall. There's a fall design I'll show you. But so here's one side, and then and there's the back of that one. This is Petal Pink. This has some great fall leaves on it. That'd be great for fall. I love this Lost Lagoon color. It's a really good replacement for soft succulent. If you we're a big soft succulent fan, this is Lost Lagoons, your color. And then this is Calypso Coral, some more fall leaves, crushed curry. So I've already cut out of this one. Got some dots, really delicate florals, love this. This is a favorite too, I love this one. And the back side was this light yellow. Very abstract. Lots of great colors to mix and match. More petal pink. Love this one. I have a new setup. I don't know if you noticed behind me, I kind of redid my craft room. And I can tell you about that when I'm stamping too. I love the plaid. This is, they have it in the green too somewhere. It's coming up, there it is. So more Lost Lagoon, you got the plaid, crushed curry flowers, petal pink, and yeah, so 24 different designs to choose from, and you get 4 sheets of each, you know, 4 of those each. So the paper's awesome. I'm just going to set that over here because we're going to need that. And then the punches. So these are, let me show you about how big. So the punch measures about 2 3/4 wide. Yeah. No. 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4 on that one. And then this one is about 1 1 1/8, 1 3/16, whatever, close enough. So yeah. And so these make really great cutouts that interlock together, and I'll show you that when I show you the card. So these are the 2 punches, and then the stamp set is red rubber, so it's distinctive, and it gives you these really very detailed floral images, the leaves. You can do lots with this set. I didn't realize this image was in there when I was creating this card. I probably could have used it, but I used this little one on the corner. So why don't I stop teasing you and show you the card. So here's what we made. Here's what I made. Here's what we're going to make. And I basically just punched out these images with the punches, put in a little bit of ink stamping, and then you open it up and you have a little pocket that I'm going to tuck my dies into, and then you can write your note up here. So isn't that pretty? I love how this turned out. So we're going to make this today. Should be fairly easy, fast. There's not a whole lot of stamping to be done. The hardest part was choosing which papers I wanted to use for the cutouts. So anyway, so the Inked and Telled bundle sells for $60.25, and it comes with the stamp set and both of these punches. And then if you want the actual suite, it comes with the paper, with these 2 things, the paper and the ribbon, for $80.75. So I think it's a really good deal. Set this here. So yeah, I don't know if I have some new watchers on here, but I had an opportunity to redo my craft room. My husband passed away, 7 months ago now, and my craft room I shared with him. When he did work from home, we shared our space together, and so I was limited on how much I could spread out. And it's a terrible reason to be able to upgrade your craft room, but it's just me now. So I cleaned everything out and kind of started over, and I'm working on the surface I'm at right now is the island desk that I bought and put together from IKEA. And then behind me are, let me change views. Behind me are Stampin' storage. So I've got everything right at my fingertips. So I've got my inks, my markers, all my paper, my ribbon I reorganized, and then below that, you can't see, is my embellishments and my adhesives and things like that. And then on the other side of the room, I have all of my stamps. I have another shelf just like this. I have all of my stamps and my punches and my envelopes and my dies and my Cricuts over there. So the island is kind of the center of the room now, and this is where I work, and I absolutely love it. And then I still have my desk where I keep my computer and where I do all of my business work. So yeah, it was a really quick makeover. It didn't take a lot of effort. I didn't change anything structurally, but it's so much more not efficient, but so much more space for me to just really sit down, stand up, and design, and just like I said, have everything right here. I like to stand when I work, but I do have a bench under here that I can pull out and just sit down at. So yeah, it's really great. I'm really enjoying it, and this is my first video that I've done with my new setup. So I even have on the other side that I'm looking at right now is a TV. I've got the US Open on right now, by the way. Go Ricky. And my photo setup. So when I shoot photos for my cards for my website and stuff like that, all that's set up and ready to go over there too. So yeah, maybe I'll show you guys pictures someday. I do have some, but it's messy in here right now, so I don't want to take the camera down and show you around. But anyway, let me get rid of that, and let's talk about cards. Let's go down to the desk. And okay, so this card is A2, and it's got a folded up flap, and so you end up using a full sheet for one card base because I need that little extra to be the pocket for my card. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5 the long way as our card base. So I'm going to go 5.5 like so. I realized I say like so a lot. I don't know why, but so 4.25. We're going to score it, and that's the light gray tab on your cutter. You score it 4.25, and then we're going to score it again at 8.5. Is that right? Yeah, 8.5. Score it again. Okay, so that's going to be our card base, and we are going to fold this up just like that, and then fold this in just like that. So this is how it's going to work. So this is the front of our card. You open it up, here's the pocket, and we're going to adhere that down. Now to adhere that down, we're going to grab some tear and tape. And I actually have really skinny tear and tape somewhere that came with one of the paper pumpkin kits. But it's eluded me right now. So I'm just going to get my hair out of the way. My hair is stuck to the tear and tape. Okay, so we're just going to put a little piece here. I'm not even measuring, I'm just a little piece like that. Grab your pick tool and come on, and release the paper. Like so. And then we're just going to close this up. And that pocket should fit perfectly in there like that. Okay, so that part's done. Then, let's see, what do we need for the front? We're going to need a piece of vanilla and a piece of Lost Lagoon. So I can use This Lost Lagoon is 4 inches. Yep, 4 by 2 3/4. So let's see if that piece that I cut off is gonna fit. Yes, okay, so that's 3 inches. So what we want to do is we're gonna cut this. So this is the leftover piece from the card base. So we're gonna cut this at 4 and 2 3/4. There's that piece, and then we need a piece of vanilla. I should have had this out ready to go. I have a piece of vanilla that's going to be cut just a smidge smaller than the card base. So we're going to cut that at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay. Then we're going to need a little piece of Lost Lagoon for the sentiment, and we can use some of that other leftover grain. So that's all the cutting that we have to do. Get that out of the way. Oh, and just so I don't forget to mention, this little sentiment is cut out from the stylus shape dies using this little guy right here, this little tiny one. Okay, put that up there. This is going to be for the sentiment. Now we need to pick our colors for these. And so we need 3 of the stars and then 3 of the X's. So I pained over that for a very long time when I made this card. And I think I'm just going to shoot from the hip and not spend so much time on it. So I think I'll use this one. And then I could cut out the back side, the yellow. You want a little bit of contrast amongst them. So there's 2. Now we need a green one. Actually, let's use this guy. Let's do something like that, and then maybe like that. Okay, so now we need some green. I didn't use that one before, so let's do like so. Okay, so now we need, what do we need here? Oh, I did this wrong. Now we need a, like that maybe. I try to put the contrasting colors. See, I don't like these two are too close together in color. So let's see here. Decisions. I'm gonna do this one. Might have to switch these up a little bit because I love this one, but this one's, I don't know, maybe I need something in the green. Maybe I do this one again. What do you guys think of that? Let's go with it. I like it. So many possibilities with all the beautiful designer papers we have right now. Oh my gosh. If you wanted to deviate to a different set and use these 2 punches for more designs. Yeah, that Countryside Inn paper, the blue with the flowers. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Okay, so the stars are popped up and the X's are not. And this was a little tricky also because I wanted to almost have them centered perfectly. And now I'm thinking these green ones are too dark. Nope. I think we want to do a lighter, like, see the dark paper here? You could strategically cut out this white-ish bloom like that. And then, I don't even like that. I want it more, let's see here. I want a combination of the darks together. So let's try this one. There, I like that better. And then I want to change up this guy to something different. Why don't we put like this? Yeah. That's got the petal pink in it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Now I feel like this one's too dark. Am I just being too fussy? There's another lighter yellow in here somewhere. It's got to be. Or maybe the petal pink. This one? Let's try that. There we go. Bingo, we got it. Okay. I'm happy with that. You guys happy with that? It's different from this one, but it's going to be great. Okay, so the way I did this is the stars get popped up. So I paper pieced it together to the point where I was happy with it. And don't breathe too hard because they'll move. There, I think that looks pretty good. Then I just grabbed my dimensionals and my tweezers, because I don't do anything without tweezers. Carefully pick it up, and we're going to put just 2 on the back. And I moved that one. So then you just line it up and place it. And I do all the stars first. I'm holding my breath as I do this. Oh, goodness. Do we have any other golfers out there that are watching the U.S. Open? I am a diehard Phil Mickelson fan. Like, diehard. Like, I have been following him for 20 years. But he didn't make the cut, which was a big bummer. So I am super excited for Ricky Fowler to do something today because he's never won a major. And I think he's super cute too. So that helps, right? Okay, so these I'm just applying liquid glue to, and I would recommend glue so that you can wiggle it once you have it set, because it is a spacing issue. You don't want you to have your spacing off because it'll look wonky. So, and I'm positioning this so that the petal pink side is closer to the Calypso coral as opposed to the yellow on this side of it. I just think that would look better. Okay. like that. Okay, so we're done with that. Next I guess we can do some stamping next, because we need to stamp the sentiment, which by the way is embossed. So we're going to emboss. And just a note, and that's right from this set. Oh, I have it on already. That's this guy right here. We're going to use this piece of scrap. And since we're embossing, I need to have my white embossing powder. I do have the tray that Stampin' Up sells. I'll show it to you, this guy right here. But this is what I've always used before, and it's just a cheap Tupperware container, but it's nice and big, and it holds the embossing powder, and I just dip my project right into it, and it works fine that way. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. So we're gonna need some Versamark ink for this. This is sticky ink if you guys have never embossed before. Ooh, that's a terrible ink pad. Basically, oh, we shouldn't forget to do this. This is called an embossing buddy, and it's basically just a little cloth pouch filled with a powder substance, and it's not baby powder, it's like cornstarch almost. And in fact, you probably could use cornstarch if you don't have this, but Stampin' Up sells these, and I just put my own little clip on it to hold it as a handle, and then you just tap and rub, and what that's going to do is that's going to make this powder only stick to the part you want to, which is the words. So we're just going to tap, and you can't hardly see it, but it's there. It says, and then we're going to close this up so I don't get powder in it. Then we are just going to grab the piece of paper and dip it in the white powder so that it's covered. And that embossing buddy here helps so that you don't have all kinds of stray remnants of powder. If you do, by chance, have some, grab a little paintbrush, and you can gently dust away anything that you don't want. This actually turned out pretty good, so didn't have to do any dusting. Put that aside. Then I'm going to grab my heat tool, and I use the Wagner heat tool. Stampin' Up does sell its own version of a heat tool, but I've had this for a while. So and I'm going to heat this up for just a little bit. The hotter it is before you put it onto your project, eliminates well, it doesn't eliminate it, but you get less warping of your paper if it's really heat, because you have to spend less time on it, if that makes sense. So it's pretty hot, so I'm just going to go over this until it melts, and you can tell it's melted because it turns shiny. There. See that? Turn that off. I've got a little hook over there on the side of my desk that holds it up and makes sure it doesn't touch anything while it's still hot. Okay, so now we're just going to die cut this. And I like to use Post-it tape to hold it. Whoops. And my die cutting machine is just to my right over here on my desk. So rather than move it, I'm just going to step aside for a second and run that through. If you had a mini embossing machine, that would work really well on this too. So here's that. put this back because it's small and I'm notorious for losing dies. I lost the die from the new Daisy stamp set. There's this really adorable sentiment cutout die. I lost it. Can't tell you where in the world it is, but it's gone. Okay. Now this is going to go on here like that, but first we need to stamp our little blobby things there, and that's done in Lost Lagoon. And there's not a whole lot of strategery around this. I just hit it a couple of times, and I stamped 2 generations on it, so like that. And one more like that. And so you can check here. Yeah, so that looks good. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to use a few just to make sure it's nice and stable. Make sure that's nice and centered, like that. And then for our just a note, it's going to go there, but see, I have a little bow under it. I wonder, should we try? I think it's going to be too bulky for this card. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So what I used instead was the vanilla colored, oh shoot, I had it out too. The vanilla colored twine, baker's twine, that comes in a 4-pack. I think it's a 4-pack. Where is it? It's probably right in front of my face. Okay, did I put it away? Yes? No, that's not it. So it comes in one of these packs. I have one open somewhere on my desk. Gosh, isn't it funny how you lose stuff so quickly? But it's the vanilla color, so it goes real nicely. And that is Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. And all I did for that was I just tied a bow like I normally would. Like this. And fuss with it for a minute. And then I basically just grabbed a glue dot and put it down. Right like that. Then pick it up off the thing. And just the glue dot's right behind the knot so that it stays nice and tight. And then this is going to go right on top of it just like that. And you don't even need to add a dimensional because that twine underneath it kind of holds it up. So I'm just going to put glue. Make sure it's going in the right direction. Hold it down for a second. Okay, so there's the front. Whoops, got a little dig on my card right there. Okay, So we're not done with the ink, but I'm going to close it so that I don't get it all over me. Okay, now we do the inside. And we can glue this guy down. My phone just rang, sorry. Glue this down, make sure it's upside right. And we need a little strip of paper here. What color should we use? How about, let's see, do we want to, well, let's do this one. I like that one a lot. So that strip is going to measure 2.5, so we're going to take it down 1/4 inch from that by 5.5. So we're going to cut 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And that will, oh, cute, that'll fit right there. And then we need a piece of vanilla for the top, and that's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. No, 4, sorry. 4 by 5 1/4. Get rid of that. Okay. I have a little bit more stamping to do. Grab this guy. I use 2 different stamp cleaners. This is the stamp chamois that Stampin' Up sells, and it's thick. It's about 1/4 inch thick, and it's nice. It what it does is it cleans your stamp, but sometimes since it's so soft, it doesn't scrub the stamp very well. And so then I have this piece of chamois that I bought in bulk, and this you can really scrub on. So especially with the photopolymer ones, you can really give it a good scrub, and it gets all the ink out. That's why I use both, in case you were interested. All right, so this is going to be this big flower stamp right there, and we do Lost Lagoon again, and we're going to stamp it off. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I just keep scrap paper attached to it with a rubber band. It just works for me. Not fancy, but it works. So I'm going to stamp it off once. Oh, nuts. Turn it over and stamp like that. Put some glue on the back. No matter how hard I try, I get my hands in the ink all the time. I've wasted more card bases. Glue that down. Some glue on that. And I like using the Stampin' Seal tape, but man, it sticks, and if you don't get it down perfect the first time, then you're gonna struggle to get it repositioned. So here's our card. Pretty, huh? I love it. Okay, you guys, that's it for me. Oh, I did want to say, if you're still hanging out with me, thanks for making it to the end of the video. There is a join special right now that is $155 No, it's $99, but you get to spend $155. So you pay $99 and you basically get $56 in free product at the end. And so that makes you officially a demonstrator, but you can just be a demonstrator as a shopper. You don't have to actually do anything to be like what I do. You can just be a discount shopper. So that's what this whole promotion gets you is you're gonna get 20% off all of your purchases after the purchase of the starter kit. You spend the 99. That includes shipping. You just pay tax on that 99, and then you'll buy 100 and you'll pick out $156 of product, and then after that, any order you place is going to have a 20% discount applied to it. So there's really no gotcha on this. It's a great if you are an avid stamper and you're buying craft supplies all the time. It really is a great way to save a little bit of money, and you know, there is no catch unless you want to call it a catch, but to after your 3 months of purchasing at a discount, if you haven't spent $300, you just go into an inactive status and you're not a demonstrator anymore. There's no penalty. There's no Stampin' Up! Police that come look for you and chase you down or pressure you to become a demonstrator. And I'm a really low pressure demo. So if you do want to join my team, you can be as active or as inactive as you'd like. There's no pressure. But yeah, I'd love to have you on my team, so consider it. And then let's see, what else did we talk about? The paper sale that's going on right now is a designer series paper sale, and that is going to be, I think it's 10% off the select. I'll put the link in my below so that you guys can go click on it and see. There's, I think, 12 different designs that are on sale right now for the month of June. So, okay, I'll stop rambling. Hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.